Hola, ¿cómo está? Bro, Lil Yachty and Karrahbooo are still beefing, bro. Bro, Lil Yachty was beefing with Karrahbooo. Then he started beefing with Mitch. Now he's back to Karrahbooo. If I was Lil Yachty, bro, I would focus on my bread and my career and anything that could make me money. Like, I wouldn't give a fuck about nothing she has to say, bro. That's just me though. Hey, shout out Duty for the video, bro. But Karrahbooo be looking good, or I would do it.
Trying to hurt each other on the internet is stupid. I want no parts, but you gonna stop lying on me. I'm putting my foot down, young man.
And you know what's crazy?
She called him young man. Karrahbooo is 27. How old is Lil Yachty? Because either 27, okay, they both the same age. This zeroes out. If she called him young man and she was actually older, it would have been justified. But if Lil Yachty was older and Karrahbooo was younger, she was calling him son.
Both used
in simple terms.
Like Start Here album. He had a whole team of writers.
Everybody.
Like, what are you doing, bro? You can't. My bad. Ugly.
It's been about 3 weeks since I made a video about Karrahbooo and that whole Yachty situation. And if you know what's going on, then good. And if you don't know what's going on,
look at her, bro. Oh my goodness. Told her you look better when you natural. Go ahead, rock the fro. Oh, I would do it.
Guarantee you go watch my past few videos I done made about the whole situation. You're gonna understand, okay? But more of the story, we already know that Karrahbooo has been kicked from the Concrete Boy. That's why you don't see them together. You've been seeing tons of controversy online. Every time Karrahbooo been speaking out, it's almost like she's dissing somebody. She's trying to call somebody out. Yeah, she's talking about Yachty. And with the last video I made about her, y'all remember she revealed that she was going through a lot. There's a bigger reason to why she couldn't drop and stuff like that. And she also said that she got caught up with
people telling me just ignore it and drop it. That's all I ever wanted to do and am not able to do. I'm not able to because I'm in a horrible situation with bad people. I have been making music this whole time is sitting time. I have been making music this whole time is sitting there ready to go. All I can do is keep working and praying for protection, guidance, and strength to figure this out. It's not that hard to drop it over. She might be doing it to stay relevant, bro. You never know.
With some very, very bad people. And she was also trying to expose the industry, but a lot of people didn't want to.
Yes, I'm about to read, nigga. I gotta show y'all I'm a good reader. Every time someone tries to speak up and tell the truth about this game and these... Every time someone tries to speak up and tell the truth. Every time someone tries to speak up and tell the truth about this game and these evil, wealthy, powerful, dishonest, soulless people, it never goes good. These people will do anything they can to hurt you and make you look crazy in the media. So when these victims try and tell the truth, they just end up receiving so much backlash and hate, and one believes them. It's almost like there's no point. That's why nobody ever says nothing until 10 years later. One person decides to speak up and then everyone else comes forward. Then all of a sudden everyone cares and feels bad, but it's too late. But I would analyze what she's talking about. I don't feel like it.
I hear that, you know what I'm saying? Because why would you say something so...
Hey, it is true though. Money runs the world, nigga. If you got money, you wealthy, and you're high in status, bro, you're gonna have control over more than someone who doesn't, bro. And that's just how it is, bro. That's how it's always been. So you gotta get your money up.
Like, because all the stuff she was saying wasn't bad at all. We didn't heard that tons of different times. But with the situation that she in right now, nobody's gonna believe you. Nobody's really gonna care because it's already too late. You didn't already blow up and stuff like that. Nobody cares. And
damn, she look good. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna stop pausing, bro. I'm gonna stop pausing.
That video, things cooled down for just a little bit, but it started to pick right back up. Karrahbooo has been hopping on podcasts, but she's also been dropping music. I seen that she dropped a music video on her YouTube channel called SBM, and you know, in my opinion, I really did enjoy the track. It was really good. I can see that she was still somewhat carrying that same aesthetic that she had with Concrete. I think it's a good thing you don't really notice a change, but I want to talk about how she's been getting on these podcasts lately, because I've been seeing a few clips here and there of her talking, and it's been about 2 or 3 months, so you wouldn't think that she would spark this conversation over and over again, but she's bringing up Yachty again, okay? And recently, she didn't just hop on anybody podcast.
Hey, bro, who y'all siding with, bro? I'm gonna side with Karrahbooo just because I never really liked Yachty's music. To be honest, it's not even a hate thing. It's not for me, you know what I'm saying? I don't even listen to her, but she look good, so I'm gonna take her side, you know what I'm saying? I always thought she looked good, bro. Wasn't she shaking ass in the car? My bad, I'm off track, bro. I'm off track.
She hopped on DDG podcast, so there was tons of people that was gonna see this.
I wrote something, put it in, and it wasn't, I didn't like.
Karrahbooo opens up about no longer being signed to Lil Yachty and him saying he wrote her raps, and she recalls their On the Radar freestyle.
Like it. And so I'm on the bus like every night, every chance I get, I'm rewriting the verse. They wasn't f***ing with it or whatever. And I didn't really like it that much either, I'm not gonna lie. It was basically like they wanted to do On the Radar for like press run.
Wait a minute.
They wanted that to be a part of it.
So she used him. I used bro because he kept making me. I don't know what she's talking about.
Or whatever, because we were about to put out tape or whatever. So I didn't want to do it because I didn't have my shit together.
Hey, she can use me. baby, come use me.
Like I didn't like my verse, and it was the night before, and I'm like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
And then the day of came. No, the night before I said I'm not doing it, and then bro literally like did a little voice message and sent it to me on the bus, and I'm like, this sound good. What people don't know is like he based it off of my flow, off of my life, my lyric, like the shit I rap about, the shit I went through. Like that's what a writer does.
Yeah.
They take you. I'm thinking like I didn't really care because I try to write my shit, whatever. I write all my other shit. Like, it just don't matter. It's a cipher with 5 other people. Like, I didn't think I would be the one to carry it or whatever.
Yeah.
So, at the time, I'm just like, whatever, like, do it for a little person, whatever. But the morning of, I actually texted them and I was like...
So he did write for her?
And like, Calvin, boy on the radar, he was like, no, please do it. I think it'll be really good, blah, blah. So I went. Mitch and Wes put the beat switches on there. They didn't like the beat switches, so they took it off. But when we got there, I was like, y'all, this loop is boring. Like, people aren't going to pay attention. Like, I'm keeping my stuff on. I think Bo only kept his. It's just like, it's not even a song. It was a content.
Bro, girls with glasses be looking so good, bro.
It was not even on DSPs for months. But it is what it is. Like, people don't even know. Like, people don't even know the people who use writers, and they use them consistently all the time. Like, I used bro because he kept making me. I would have a verse. He would be like, he didn't like it. He would write it or something. Like, it would be features and shit. Like, he's not really doing too much, like, other than that. So, and that shit over with anyways. I'm on some whole other
She looks stressed out, bro. She keep putting on lip balm.
And you know what's crazy? Bo used writers for Let's Start Here album. He had a whole team of writers.
Everybody.
Like, what are you doing, bro? He can't. My bad. Ugly. Keep that. Dumbass.
Everybody use writers, man. It's all good, bro.
Like, it's your job, damn near. Like,
Yeah.
since Bo, first of all, I didn't want to use them. We used to argue all the time. I didn't want to use them. Like, I didn't like talking about pussy this and dumbass shit. Like, I don't even talk like that. So just like, I'm straight on that. But we started to clash about it because he got an ego.
you
But
give me
now
100
I'm not going to
writers.
use no writers because, like, I haven't even dropped a tape yet. I need people to know, like, I just at least need to put my own tape, body of workout. With
Facts.
just me. You feel
Bro, I said that in my own, in my last video. When they first started beefing, the Karrahbooo needs to make a name for herself, bro. Because she was being overshadowed by Concrete Boys. Like, you know what I'm saying? She should have been making music and made a name for herself. Originally, that's what she should have been doing. That's just better for, like, branding you and yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why she didn't have nobody at her performance a little while ago. I mean, it's not too late for her. You know what I'm saying?
Feel me? Like,
Right.
so people
At least
can
she's
know, like, I'm not
recognizing
playing with y'all dumbass.
that she
Like,
needs
it
to
been
put
me
out
all
her
the
own
time.
work.
It's my feel me? And then after that, like, if it become like a, you know, when you years in this just to make it easier, maybe I'll use a writer, but right now, I don't see myself doing that because I don't think I need it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think my whole swag is me being me on the song. Like, people don't really talk about what I talk about, or I don't know, like, I just feel like the only thing that works is talking about what I talk about, my flow. That's what's working for me on the stream.
DDG
that's
looks
what's
so
working on
uninterested in what she
Spotify,
talking about.
So basically, she explained that she wrote the freestyle for On the Radar. She also said that she didn't like the fact that Yachty was coming for her for having writers, but Yachty had tons of different writers for his album too. Now, I do think it's a little different though, because Yachty did it with an album that we don't usually hear from him. It was way different, a whole different genre, so I don't really know. But I'm kind of getting tired of this whole writer thing because it's tons of different rappers that we listen to that got writers, okay? I'm gonna be real. The more the story, Karrahbooo said that Yachty has an ego, and she was about to explain more, but she didn't want to get too rude. That's why she said, looking at it. But you know, after Karrahbooo did that podcast, there was tons of different blogs that kept posting clips of Karrahbooo talking about Yachty, and she was talking about the fact that she didn't have writers. So yeah, it didn't take time for Yachty to reply to Academic on one of his blog posts about Karrahbooo speaking about Yachty. Yachty said this. He said, "No one has ever wrote for me ever, just for the record." And
Bro, Lil Yachty said it like this. He said, "No one has ever wrote for me, just for the record." Tell me I don't sound like Lil Yachty. Bro, tell me I don't sound like Lil Yachty, bro.
on one of his blog posts about Karrahbooo speaking about Yachty. Yachty said this. He said, "No one has ever wrote for me ever, just for the record." And you know, there's tons of people that still
No one has
didn't
ever
believe
wrote for me,
Karrahbooo.
just
So
for the
eventually,
record.
it got to a point where she started exposing screenshots of Yachty having a writer, and she took it to her story. And you see, it say written by Jacob Portrait, and as you can see, there's a Yachty song on there that's listed. If you go to the next
Who the
screen-
fuck is Jacob, bro? Yachty's getting exposed. Who is Jacob Portrait? Do y'all think there's anything wrong with having someone write for you? I feel like it's not as real. Like, if you got someone else writing your lyrics, bro, unless you're just too lazy to write, I don't like it. I don't like the whole ghostwriter thing, bro. I think you should write everything yourself. It's more authentic. Like, that's really you on the mic. Like, that's how you feel, bro. Not how Jacob Portrait feels. His portrait in black and white. This nigga's writing for you.
If you go to the next screenshot, she showed another songwriter. Then the next
Who the-
screenshot, she
bro.
said Yachty that's listed. If you go to the next screenshot, she showed a
Bro, this nigga getting KO home. So you telling me this nigga done wrote for Yachty. He said, say nigga this, nigga that. Then she put T.O. with the fire emoji. That's crazy.
songwriter. Then the next screenshot, she sent Yachty a song and it's called Running Late, which she already dropped. And Yachty just
This the best song I made, I feel. Second beat, second best. He said, wow, amazing. Wow, amazing. That's amazing. But I'm gonna get my Lil Yachty impression on point. Watch.
Responded with, wow, amazing, no hard feelings, but you not finna keep lying on me. The next screenshot, she said, trying to hurt each other on the internet is stupid. I want no parts, but you gonna stop lying on me. I'm putting my foot down, young man. And then she showed a screenshot of her, I guess, talking to Yachty yesterday, and he had messaged her and said, hey, I love you. She replied, I love you too. He said, have a good day, and she said, thank you too. So I'm guessing this is
like, she trying to get crushed. He said yesterday?
Screenshot of her, I guess, talking to Yachty yesterday, and he had messaged.
That's crazy. She's still trying to get crushed. She come my way for that. And some more shit, I ain't gonna lie. Why you going to Bodie? I'm confused. Cause these niggas beefing, but behind the curtain, they getting, I don't know.
Her and said, hey, I love you. She replied, I love you too. He said, have a good day, and she said, thank you too. So I'm guessing this is like her saying that she rekindled with him. I really don't know what's going on. It looked like a toxic relationship to me, and it's just like a going back and forth.
Maybe they really more than friends, bro.
So I really don't know what they trying to get out of this. This ain't finna go nowhere at all. And I think Karrahbooo should start doing what she said. Focus on yourself. Do your own thing. You got your own fan base and all that. You know, you're back on track with dropping music. Let's just leave that Yachty situation alone. Do your own thing. Yachty can do the same thing. Yachty didn't even have to reply to that, but I get why he did it, you know what I'm saying? But is it really worth it to keep talking about this whole situation when it's already been done? We know what happened now. But instead of me diving deep into the situation, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to Ant. All right, y'all.
So after Karrahbooo's career has plummeted because of this Yachty beef and him exposing her for being not only a horrible person, but a fake rapper, and he writes all of her stuff, things have been quiet for her. She did embarrass herself after it all initially happened, just by lying and trying to manipulate the audience to be on her side, or she's being real, but we'll get into that. Months later, looking at everything that
bro, I'm almost 100% sure they was more than friends, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but I'm thinking, this is my hypothesis. I'm giving you my evidence and reasoning. I think they had a relationship in which they were more than friends, right? And in some way, business got in the way of the relationship, or relationship got in the way of business. Now, because of that, maybe Lil Yachty had to make a decision for the sake of business, and Karrahbooo didn't like that. So why the fuck they talking about they love each other? I mean, you could do that as friends, but I don't know, I feel like there's something more going on here. Maybe I'm wrong.
Happened, it seemed like this was gonna be the end of her story, but that was until DDG gave her a platform. And you already know what she did with this opportunity. She pleaded her case. She threw a few more little shots at the person who's responsible for her career. First, she would basically come out by saying that everybody has writers. The industry forces writers onto you, which a label will recommend writers to you, and they'll try to put people around you. At the end of the day, you are in control. If you don't want these writers around you, they could bring them to the studio, they could sit there and you won't talk to them. To say everybody has writers, now I already know, I can't believe everything you say now because what you just said. But I don't even have to tell you how I feel, because Yachty will come out and tell you how he feels. He said, nobody has ever wrote for me, just for the record. Now this is reaffirming the theories that she really is lying, and she's hurt by this. It's clearly taking a toll on her, and she's just saying anything to save her image. And that makes even more sense because secondly, she would describe the entire situation about the Rap Radar freestyle completely different and almost paint it an entire different way than Yachty explained it himself. She said she set it all up. They originally just wanted her for the Rap Radar because she had already they wanted to do her again. She said, nah, I want concrete. Then would say that she writes all her stuff, and she actually did write something, but they were really saying it wasn't that good with the beat. So Yachty would write something and, you know, base it around her life, her type of flows. And even though Yachty wrote it, she's saying this shouldn't discredit everything about my career. Now the comments were quick to say she's lying. She looks like she's lying, and it's kind of true. She did kind of look like she was.
Somebody said she off the pills. That's why my DoorDash be taking forever. She off pills for sure.
True, she did kind of look like she was lying. But am I gonna sit here and deny everything? No. Like I told y'all in my video months ago about this topic, we don't know the exact insides, because at the end of the day, both these people are gonna do what looks best for their image. It's that simple, and it's easier to believe Yachty, and it's easier to not like Karrahbooo. So it's sad this beef.
Nah, baby, I'm with you.
It's got to a point where
I'm with Karrahbooo,
she can save her career. Although it's almost undeniable looking at her in videos and seeing how she acts that it's coming from an emotional state, and she may not mean everything she's saying. And from what we've seen from Yachty, it was just that live stream where he ranted. That was pure from the soul. So that plus the comment he just left, I don't think there's too much left to happen in this story. But y'all comment what you think. I know there's a lot of people who still support Karrahbooo on Instagram. You'll see a lot of artists comment on her things, but that's not real love. Real love is the numbers her music puts up, and we're gonna have to wait and see that. It's very easy to look like you're popping on Instagram when you're not. But hey, shout out Duty, one of the realest, most genuine people I've met through YouTube, so continue supporting him. And it's been your boy 10 Toes. I'll catch y'all, man.
We love 10 Toes, and bro, I don't even know what to think of this. I thought it was gonna be deeper than this. I feel like it's just a love story, bro. That's what it feels like. I feel like a relationship gone wrong. They beefing like two exes. Hey, Karrahbooo, hey, Lil Yachty ain't doing you right. Little boat, I got a big boat. You know what I'm saying? Come get on the big jet ski.
Stay focused, bruh. Stay focused.